Each colorful feather choice, bead selection, and fabric cut is a labor of love for these three friends who have carved out their own niche at Toronto's Caribbean Carnival. Usually, the August-long weekend is a time to jump up, wave, and whine at North America's largest street festival. But the pandemic has put all of that on pause. That's why Dion King, Casey Pereira, and Calvin Hyman now find themselves making and displaying carnival costumes inside one of the shipping container units at the Stacked Market.
We want Toronto to see it from a different perspective. We want the younger generation to say, hey, we got to get the baton and carry it across for the next generation. So we can't let this art form, we can't let this culture, we can't let this thing that's innately within us just go to the wayside just because of COVID.
Determined to not let the pandemic completely ruin the parade, the co-founders of Crown Mass are bringing a slice of carnival to downtown Toronto through this live art installation.
We believe that carnival is a sport and it does have a huge athletic component to it.
Parade routes can stretch for several kilometers. Masqueraders are on their feet all day, jumping and dancing. With this in mind, Crown Mass chose the theme of sport for their costumes on display.
By Casey reworking a lot of these pieces, you almost feel like you're an athlete. You feel like Naomi, you feel like Serena, you feel like LeBron or whoever, and that was the whole point of adding the gems and the beads and the feathers onto those, almost just made it jump out even more.
Their tennis costume named Vapor launched first, followed by track-inspired Victory, and then Legacy Basketball. The colors, shapes, and design are all deliberate and carefully selected to go with the theme.
A lot of people don't take in the annual production of Carnival, but also the theme. So you see all the pretty costumes, but I think away from the parade, people don't understand that there is a theme to it and that every costume is created with a lot of purpose.
Playing mass, which comes from the word masquerade, means parading with a mass band. Within that band are sections. Crown Mass are part of Toronto Revelers. It usually takes the whole year to produce all the costumes for each band. But for this art installation, Crown Mass is producing each concept costume in just 1 week, giving people a behind-the-scenes look at the dedication and passion that goes into it.
If you're curious, you might just not know how to get in there if you don't have like a friend in it or something. And I think having it in different spaces like this encourages people to ask questions and come in and learn about what actually goes into mass, learn about the carnival arts and see it as an art, not just that weekend where they have to get out of the city type of thing, but they can be involved.
And the vibrant costumes are catching the eyes of many.
It's been a hard year to not see kind of these things brought to life, so it's amazing to experience them in person and kind of get to interact with the creativity once again.
Crown Mass started only a few years ago when the friends were inspired to put their own personal mark on Carnival. And even though they're still relatively new to the Carnival camp, they want others to know it's a community that has fully embraced them.
A lot of the elders taught us a lot of things, because there are some things that literally we would be doing for 2 weeks, and an old Trini lady would walk by and be like, you could do it this way and it'd be a lot faster. So just, you know what I mean, just soaking in a lot of the knowledge and a lot of the traditions that were there before us that are teaching us now so that we can continue to pass down.
So while it may look different this year, small celebrations like this show the spirit of Carnival remains unbroken. Miranda Anthistle, Global News.